Hours of thrusting like this will leave any girl spam castanets looking like Terry Waite's allotment, and I was no different. I awoke the next morning with my concave still flowing. I thought it was over, but his cheese-crusted cock had other ideas. Within no time, I could feel the shitty semen hemorrhaging from my other vagina all over my vertical smile. The seemingly never-ending streams of gentleman's relish emanating from his skin flute soon had me coated like a plasterer's radio. Now I've seen more action than Helmand Province, but the sight of his veiny quimprod made my minge monsoon hemorrhage like a rabid dog. I awoke the next morning with my clearing in the woods still frothing. I thought it was over, but his Washington Monument had other ideas. Now I've seen more action than Helmand Province, but the sight of his spam dagger made my pussy batter seep like someone had poured fairy liquid into Niagara Falls. Within no time I could feel the shitty magician's wax foaming from my ring piece and all over my fishy flaps. If I don't fish for pearls to get my minge monsoon trickling from my ground zero grotto, his purple beaver buster is going to leave my fishy flaps resembling a sandblasted tomato. Some girls are happy to just study English literature when they're alone, but I can't get off without having an egg timer in my mound of love pudding and an egg timer up my old dirt road. The plowing makes me eject my minge mucus all over his purple beaver buster. The seemingly never-ending streams of magician's wax emanating from his Wensleydale wand soon had me coated like a plasterer's radio. The mixture of foot-long fudge bullet and steaming hot semen in my Mavis fritter created the delicious rectal stew that he was so fond of. After having my chlamydia canal slammed, he then proceeded to thrust my balloon knot. The unrelenting orgasms from his one-eyed monster fucking my hatchet wound made me come so hard, I began sweating like a pregnant nun. My long-term girlfriend just broke up with me. I was at a coffee shop trying to think of how to get my shit together. I noticed a cute girl has been sitting in there looking at me for some time. I smile at her and wave a little. I go back to staring at my coffee, and I look up to see her sitting next to me. She asks me what's wrong, a little reluctant. I think it's a trick, but it isn't. It feels good, man. She was dumped recently too. I accidentally stare at her cleavage as she's talking, and I start to get hard. I feel a hand run up my leg, and I see her breathing a bit hard. She asks if I like what I see. Then I guide her hand to my zipper. She unzips my fanny pack by mistake. Spaghetti falls out. I try to clean it up with my sock and I start to cry. I get embarrassed and fart watery diarrhea all over my man skirt. I smear shit all over the window and ask her to marry me. She said no.